Hello and welcome in this video for this exercise given during the Oxford Math and Test in 2023. So this exercise is this one. How many distinct real solutions x are there into the equation x squared minus 1 squared minus 2 squared minus 3 squared equals 4. So if you want to give a try, please pause the video. Otherwise, let's see the solution. So we noted that on one side we've got a square, and on the other side we've got a 4, and 4 could be written as 2 squared or negative 2 squared. So if we have a squared number equals 4, then we've got two possibilities. First possibility, this is what you get between parentheses equals 2. And the second option is what you get between parentheses equals negative 2. Then the next step, this is to move this negative 3 on the other side of the equation, and you end up with 5 or 1. So we've got the same quantity equals 5 or equals 1. And we are going to do exactly the same process. This is a squared number equals 5, so that means between parentheses this is plus or minus square root of 5, and this is plus or minus 1. So we would like to get space, so we are going to deal with these two terms one after one another. So we are going to start with equals 5. If this is equals 5, that means you've got two options. This is equals square root of 5. This is the first option. Or this is equals negative square root of 5. So we are going to put this negative 2 on the other side of this equation. So we end up with x squared minus 1 squared equals 2 plus square root of 5, and x squared minus 1 squared equals 2 minus square root of 5. So we are going to focus on this quantity. So 5 is greater than 4. So square root of 5 is greater than square root of 4, which is 2. So that means this quantity, x squared minus 1 squared, is a negative number. And remember, we are going to focus on real solutions. So with this quantity, we end up with no solution. So we can just ignore that. We are going to continue with that. If we've got a square equals 2 plus square root of 5, that means what is between parentheses, this is plus or minus square root of this quantity. So that means x squared minus 1 equals square root of 2 plus square root of 5, and the second option is x squared minus 1 equals negative square root of 2 plus square root of 5. So if we put this minus 1 on the other side of the equation, we end up with x squared equals 1 plus square root of 2 plus square root of 5, and the second option is x squared equals 1 minus square root of 2 plus square root of 5. So, because this quantity, 2 plus square root of 5, this is greater than 1, then we end up with x squared, this is negative number, and we are going to focus on real solutions. So there is no solution for this case. So we are going to continue with this quantity. Once again, we've got a squared number. So x equals plus or minus square root of 1 plus square root of 2 plus square root of 5. That means we've got two solutions. We are going to put that there, and then we are going to deal with this quantity equals 1. So if this is equals 1, then you've got two options. Or this is what is between parentheses, this is equals 1. Or this is equals minus 1. Equals 1, if you put this negative 2 on the other side of the equation, you end up with 3. And once again, you've got a square equals 3. That means what is between parentheses equals plus or minus square root of 3. And if you put this minus 1 on the other side of the equation, you've got x squared equals 1 minus square root of 3. So this is the first root, and the second one, this is x squared equals 1 plus square root of 3. So if we focus on this term, 1 minus square root of 3, this is a negative number. So we are focusing on real solutions. So we are going to cancel out this one. So if x squared equals 1 plus square root of 3, that means we've got two solutions, and this is plus or minus square root of 1 plus square root of 3. So now, what if this quantity equals negative 1? We are going to do the same, this negative 2 on the other side of the equation, so you end up with x squared minus 1 squared equals 1. And once again, we've got two options. X squared minus 1 equals plus or minus 1. If you put this minus 1 on the other side of the equation, then you've got two options. X squared equals 2 or x squared equals 0. So if x squared equals 2, then you've got two solutions, plus or minus square root of 2. And if x squared equals 0, then you've got just one solution, x equals 0. So to recap, we've got 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 1. So we end up with 7 distinct real solutions. Thanks for watching this video, and I hope to see you in the next one.